Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Saturday night stream. How are you doing? Now it's been quite some time since we played. Two more enemies. Was this where we are at? Yes, it is. Where the dragons help her. I was sure that there was a longer mission list. Let me see. Rank 7. Brown rabbits, blade and turtle. So we have... Let's see... We've gotten Babos, we've gotten Sarah, we got Ritz and Azel into the team. Yes. Hello, Diana. Hello, Willie. Well, let's try to help the Rhoda Volcano. Status healing color magic. That's a little bit troublesome, but I think we can take it. Now then, let's check the levels.
4 years of good times. Here's to another 4 Lumi hurrah.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you so much. 4 years already. Gosh. That's such a long time. Thank you for having been on board. It is amazing. Okay, so 24s, 23s is what they have. So let's have a look at McGregor. Doesn't have dragon, very close to getting the rest of those. I think I'll keep him out of this. We got Melora here, learning double cast. That's gonna take some time. Azel, Kindness. I think I'm gonna put Kindness in. Oh wait, color magic is forbidden. What am I doing? Foolery is what I'm doing. Okay, Bubbles does not utilize color magic. McEnroe, Gallahan, Kokon, Angeline, and dun, 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 dun. Guess we could just bring in the MC. Status healing color magic. Let's go. If you listen very carefully, you might be able to hear the rain outside. But only if you listen very carefully. Oh no, status. Status, do me status. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Whew. The very first move and I'm already messing up. Alright, this stuff doesn't really deal much damage to these goons. Tell you what, Okon, you're gonna start in this way. Delenum says, it's okay, we'll call it a warm-up battle. Well, we are fighting in a volcano, doesn't get a whole lot warmer than this, right? Hello, Atzeri, welcome. And Hentai-senpai, Wing, how are you doing? Great to see you here in stream. Been far too long. One damage. One damage. We're gonna have a great time with this flan, aren't we? I'm gonna do this to avoid the counter. I can stand here. Babu's just gonna have to deal with this guy. For now, I'm just hitting so that I can get experience per each turn. Ritz is gonna be dealing with this dragon. Tisk. Okay, babish. That's gonna be 0 damage because it's fire. Oh. I could have sworn that Babus had something more in his spell arsenal. Hmm. Okay, it's gonna hit Babus and it can't hit. Yep. Fire. Imagine just fighting elemental flans all over the place. I hope Ritz can handle all this. Willie says, so how is Babus faring as a unit? Well, this is, I think, the first time we're using him, so far he's landed the only spell that I've tried to use and halved the HP of a character. So I guess in that regard he's doing well. Azeri says, make sure to stay hydrated while you're fighting dragons in a volcano. Well, not to worry, I have fresh peppermint water right next to me. That is a big bad breath. Big bad breath. It's not nearly as much as I would like it to do. I don't like the fact that we can't heal either. But hey, we're doing our best. We will get through. It's a lot of damage. Yeah. Ugh. Excuse me. Let's do combo here. Combos are sweet because if you have other characters around yourself who are able to participate, you deal massive, massive damage. Also, hello chap, how you doing? Dylan says I'm excused. Thank you. That is very sweet of you. Okay, Nighthawk. A little bit worried about Ritz here. She's not landing anything. Okay, okay, Babish. Sleeping time is a status thing, so I can't do that. Yeah. I'm kind of setting him up to go down, but I need him to hit this guy here. Those are some massive arrows. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna have Okon go here. Hope it's out a bit. I'm so happy it's raining, you guys. It's been way too hot today. The pressure in the air is just ugh. Oh, Bubbles has countered. Look at this one damage he's gonna deal. 0. I am speechless. I get nothing. Nothing. Dylan says gives Bubba's a participation trophy. Oh boy. You know what, guys? I'm actually gonna open the window, get some rainy air in, let you guys listen to that. It can be like, gaming raining ASMR. There we go. If the rain sounds end up bothering you guys, just let me know, but for the time being, let's assume that they are soothing. Alright? Okay, so then... Delum says, I like rain sounds. And Hentai Senpai says, I can't hear any rain sounds whatsoever. Well, it's probably because my microphone is directed towards my face and not towards the window. It's a very good microphone, really. Now then, let's start trying to deal with this fan. Poison is a status thing. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and remove the status ailment law. Oh, hold on. Healing is illegal. Maybe I can do this. Maybe that's why it hasn't tried to heal itself yet. Let's see about this. If it heals itself, I'm gonna have to change things. If it won't, then I definitely can whittle it down. But if it uses fire to heal itself, then I won't be able to, you know, deal enough damage per turn in comparison to what it's gonna heal for itself. I gotta say, I'm genuinely surprised if you can't hear any of that. Better attack. Beat down. Schmackety schmack. Alright guys, prepare for a very long 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage hitting. Okay, moment of truth guys. Will it heal itself or not? No, it will not. Okay, then I should be able to get it to drop down in a couple of turns. Got a hello. Thank goodness for double shots and double hits. Dai Senpai asks, is it a shotgun style of microphone? I believe they pick up sound only of what's in front of them. No, I use an H2N handy recorder. But you can, with the settings of the microphone in itself, direct it to whatever, well, direction you wish. And currently I have it directed towards my face. It's more like a 4-dimensional face in that regard. When I record ASMR in it, I make it so that it captures 2 channels and in more all 4 directions. It's not ideal, but I think so far it's served alright. Okay, 2 more hits. let's just wait with the others. Okay, we got this. There we go. That took a while. Alright, Sarah is back. The new unit. Pedro, you are slow. And that makes it a no. Now let's help Rhoda. Okay, similar levels, only 4 units. Same rules. It's so strange how Galahad became such a strong unit in such a short time. He barely has any abilities, but he hits harder than most characters. Alright, almost down. I think Moglans can reach. Oh, no, that would heal. That was close. Almost to the dum-dum. So that's why it dealt so much damage. It has ice element to it right now. Probably because of the sword. Okay, MC, just hit once. Twice will do too. Oh, it's gonna blow itself up. Not cool! Okay, well, 2 left. Not a whole lot of monster. Dragon's turn, yes. Sick buff. Look at those pretty blue eyes. Can you imagine being Okon in this volcano in that heavy armor, the iron helmet, fire everywhere? God, it must be so hot inside that armor. I'd be dying. I mean, I feel like I'm burning up just looking at it. Actually, you know what? The MC can handle that. Chap says, to be entirely fair, most people should be dying without the armor. That is true. That is true. But the metal is definitely not helping. Hello, Myung. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. But let's address the chat respectfully, okay? There we go. Cleared. I would agree. This is one of the best games I've ever played. Okay, 2 masteries. Let's see, party. So Okon mastered Strike Back. Still learning Far Fist. Can now give him a little bit better piece of gear. I'm gonna do Bone Plate. By the way, guys, if the sound from the outside is troublesome, just let me know, okay? I will close the window and pay my heat tax. Mug Rush. Did we teach this yet? No. Okay, so Callahan can be learning that next. We probably have so many defense things. Gumnuk says, but I always lock Montblanc in jail on the second mission so I don't have to use him. I can't really blame you a whole lot on that. I know that Montblanc isn't the most useful one. I kind of try to level him up at the beginning, so the quests where he is... like, where he's necessary, sorry. You can get through, but... Okay, so there's Nubswood. Do we have any others? I guess not. Okay. I wonder if we've already done that. Download says the sound is barely audible. Do not worry about it. Thank you. Lay River. Go. Probably gonna be sending Babus out on most of these things. I don't really like using him. Okay, then. Tutor search. Rank 7 as well. Because they're gonna take some serious leveling up before we can do them. Mick says, I break him out for story missions that require him, but there's only 1 or 2 times the whole game that's needed, otherwise Marsh just does the scenes without him. Then of course you look him up again. Ah, okay. Sounds useful. Okay, let's take a small walk. Hello Saltmine, welcome to the stream. Saltmine says, God bless, we have quality options now, I can play Clash and watch. Let me check real quick. Tools are steel summon skills, sure. Time to run down 3 games? I believe in you, you can do better than that. Gosh, I hate this defense mission. Okay, Okon. Go. Give me a second. That. 20 something. I'm so tempted to just put in Okon and call it a day. Let's see. Do I have any Totema possibilities? Kindnesses here. Totema is not summon, is it? Probably isn't. Hello Tosif, welcome to the stream. Been a long time, good to see you. So we have that, and then I'm gonna bring in Angeline. We're gonna go with this team. Alright, let's start moving. Dun, 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 dun. And here we go. I was pretty tempted to just put in Ocon and have him run into the middle of this entire crew here. Mix says, pretty sure that Mage's name is pronounced like Canes. That is completely possible, but I like saying kindness because it sounds like kindness, and it makes me like them more. Training them was a pain, so whatever gets me through it. Silverman says, Willie, after 25 tries we have 2. Oof. Sounds like you're having a hard time at work. What do you have 2 of? Pipes? Clash wings. Okay, congratulations. I believe in you. Go, go. You're gonna crush it. Skarner top is a go. Hey, cool. Actually, last week I played with my old team for the first time in ages. I was a bit worried that I would embarrass myself because of having got, you know, like just rustiness. But I actually felt largely, aside from the items and all that, the gameplay itself, the mechanics, were pretty much where I'd left off. So I was deeply pleased by that. Yeah, well, it actually, like I said, went really good. All wins. And seeing that my teammates, some of them have kept up playing and are sitting in their high diamonds and masters and whatnot. I think one of them might be challenger still. It's not that easy to just come back. So I was a bit nervous, but yeah. Aside from one game where I had to play Brand against Braum, it wasn't too shabby. And I think that the Braum was a Grandmaster. Dylan asks, what clash are you talking about? Something role-play based? Yeah, it's an event on League of Legends. I think it takes place most weekends or so. And Kimyug says Lumi got straight up carried e-girl freebie session. I tend to hear that a lot, but after having led the team for 5-6 years and having won a bunch of tournaments with them, I feel relatively comfortable in my earning of the spot on that team. Especially since I also do the shot calling, so I'm definitely not getting e-girl freebie session carried. But I have met a lot of guys who feel that that has got to be the case. Usually it is because of very small PB energy. And I've just grown to accept that. The mix says, okay, name your 3 mains then. Let's see, what would have been my mains lately? I think in the last seasons I mostly played Brand, Nami, and let's see, what would have been the third? What have I played the most? Thresh, probably. Willie says small PP energy sounds about right. Yeah. It says rush boots to run it down. That sounds about right. Joseph6 says definitely defo small PP energy if you think a girl gets carried for that reason. Yeah, like I said, I'm used to it. Some of the people that I had as friends used to get mad when I got better than them at the game, so they raged. Mugnuk says support main, yeah, friends are all guys who are higher rating, yeah, sounds like girl who gets carried, yeah, anything wrong with that, nay, can she accept it herself, nay? Someone does sound triggered. I played myself to Diamond 2 solo, and then I started to focus on team play, because that's what I like. It's a completely different game, and when you kind of pull the strings, you have a whole lot more to control. Vincent Kane says, have you been playing this at normal speed the entire time? Yes, I have. Let's do some quests. Okay, so this one requires a little bit higher. Chapter Chav says, I'm like 102% sure she would beat me easily in LoL. Probably. Reaper Hunt, I don't think we need that, but let's see if we can use this to gain some more experience. Let's lower it down. The Chap of Chap says, harsh but fair. The chap is friends with someone who used to be my teammate, and I can say that when we did a 3v3, or sorry, like 1v1s between 3 people, I can beat that friend. But it's only because I know his personality and I can abuse that information to basically play as patiently as possible until he loses his cool. It says, do you coach? I used to a pretty long time ago. Not, you know, professionally or anything. More just helping some friends' teams to improve themselves and climb. That was mostly what I did back in the day. Do we have friends there? Yes, we do. Oh, Ritz qualifies. Okay, sure. Let's enter in. Vincent says, brutal, 2 times or 5 times males this game more bearable since battles are so slow. Yeah, I do get that. But I do have to admit that when it comes to emulators, I am somewhat new. And because of that, let's send Eldana down here. And because of that, I actually didn't even know that I could do that. The Chap of Chap says, please give me details. I'm guessing you mean on the battle that I did with the shared friend we have. Basically, we just went mid with champions of our choice, and Sid friend F likes to fight all the time. And since I played in a team with him for a very long time, I know his habits. I know that he always wants to duel, always wants to trade, always wants to fight. So all I had to do was make sure that I picked a character that had CC abilities, which basically means crowd control. And then I waited for him to make a mistake. He is extremely good, extremely consistent in his ability to play top lane, but he does have that personality trait of just not having the patience. Okay, we already have 2 rabbit tails. Any other game that you pit me against him, I don't think that I could hold a candle to him. Absolute slaughter every time. Let's send Caesar down there. Alright, so with the other things we need some more levels. I mean, I could probably try and push for this one way or the other, but we just don't have the levels necessary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around a little bit, try to trigger another wave of quests, and see if we can get some of the other defensive quests as well. Blade and Turtle, right, we need the Adamant Alloy, which I don't have yet. And I don't have this yet. I don't have those yet. Ooh, fairy shoes. Do want 20 days. Wonder if I could. No, not even a little. Not even a little bit. No. Okay, this will give me a broken sword though. And the tutor swords will give me the rusty sword. I remember when I was a teenager, I used to, if I was really mad, say to someone, "I'll fight you with a rusty sword." Jackdoors. Oh gosh, it has one. Ah! I should have taken that. I wanted it. Well, that's what I get for not paying attention. I wonder if we can get it back. Let's check the rumors. Oh, Gukko's return. You heard? Word is that the Borzoi clan boss Gukko has come back to Ivalice. He's holed up in Cyril with his monstrous retinue. What's a retinue? I've never heard that word before. Okay, is there a quest? Magic trophy. Earth sigil, we already have those. Mage tourney, don't want that. We could go to Cyril. 1, 2, 3. Willie says Star 6 friend leave already, what a bummer. I guess they must have. My experience is that usually people like that, they either have to be right and have to crap on you if you are a female, and if you don't get mad or don't allow them to, you know, dig in their heels on making you think that you are inferior because you're a female, and especially if you play support, then, you know, what are they gonna do with their lives? The chap of chap says, a shame, whatever shall we do without him? I shall drape myself in rags and wash my face with ash as repentance before the Lord, so that he shall once again grace us with his presence. That sounds about right. But yeah, I started to play League of Legends very, very long time ago, and the reason why I landed with support role was because back then support was extremely unpopular. We're talking so unpopular, nobody I knew wanted to play it. And one of the reasons why I did get so good was that I started playing on the American server. So the first year that I played League of Legends, I played on a laptop in my bed with 250 ping. And if you don't get good in that hardcore mode, then you're not gonna get good at all. Willie says, hey, at least they're easy to deal with. I mean, yeah, I guess. And I know that Willie, who is my old gaming buddy, fellow support player, also has faced a lot of this because they have a very feminine name on League of Legends. So he gets targeted by this a lot as well. Alright, it doesn't look like we're getting anything new. I mean, I guess I could try and get another Earth Sigil, but I don't really see any point. Delenum says, I play support because I like keeping people healthy more than actually doing damage. I know, right? I mean, there is very little that is more satisfying than going, you know, into a team fight and your teammate is sure that they're dead and they say, I'm dead, and you say, no, you're not. And then you get them out of there. But yeah, people are very different. I do understand the stereotype of an e-girl and all that. And when it comes down to, you know, like mechanics, I have no delusions about being able to 1v1 a top laner. Unless I know their personality or have some time to learn their weaknesses. That is not a legitimate expectation for myself. But I am very good at controlling the map. I'm very good at controlling objectives. I'm very good at conveying information and all that. And that's what I use. Delenum says you can't be an e-girl, you don't even have an OnlyFans. That is true. Joseph says, I personally don't play League, mostly because I find it difficult to understand, but a friend of mine probably is the chillest person I know, rages pretty hard in that game. Yeah, I know that a lot of people can turn pretty angry when they're playing the game. I still maintain, after, god, what, a decade, that I haven't raged on League of Legends. I just don't get mad. Which is another reason why I do okay. You can't provoke me. Not in a game anyway. Okay, we're getting a bit squeezed between guilds here. Vroom, 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 goes the motorcycle outside. I want new quests. We already have a punter high. And for this guy. But I mean, seriously, last thing I'm gonna say about this is how much can you expect from someone who joins the stream and says, "What's up, Sims?" I mean, it tells already everything you need to know about their attitude towards any female or any guy who doesn't think that a female is automatically inferior. Dun, 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 dun. Let's give Ogie some more money because I can. The Chap of Chap says, I tried League a few times back. I don't want to say terrible, atrocious is about right. I can kind of understand that. I remember when my friend group got me to play it back in Season 2 of League of Legends. I made absolute sure of that I studied everything. That I knew what I was doing, I read up on it. Like, I took it almost like a schoolwork. Because when you're a girl and you're playing with a bunch of guys, you kind of learn that lesson that you need to be better than everyone else. Because otherwise, someone is gonna do exactly what happened here in the chat before. got the wood. And a new unit. Starring. Well, starring, you're gonna have to star another film because the stream already has enough. Okay, I'm gonna move here, specifically because of that. Let's see which way this guild is going to be going. No, this is... I just put myself in a corner. So smart. This game is not a DS game. This is actually from Game Boy Advance time. I'm using an emulator to play. Can I get to the Delia Dunes, please? Can I? Is there a possibility for that? Maybe? How many days? 1 day. Okay, I got this. Joseph says you're kind of forced to be the best, or else no one will let you have fun in any other way. Yeah, it kind of varies. I do remember a lot of stuff about attitudes that a lot of people had towards things like what defines a person's skill in a game. And for most people it seems like the only way that you could determine whether someone is good is, well, kind of like a top laner 1v1. And in a way I do get that. It seems very attractive way and very straightforward way to measure someone's skill at a game like League of Legends, but in the end it is a team game, you know? And when it is played professionally or semi-professionally, you play against teams of 5 as a team of 5, and it combines strategy and decision making, map control, so many things that aren't present when you do a solo queue. And they are both different. If you want to rely on just mechanical gameplay, then something like top lane is probably for you. But there are so many other dimensions to it, which I love. And I don't think that either of those has to take away from the other. But when you play competitively, like actually competitively, that's where you focus on the team play, on the 5v5s. Tazif says, I'm still tipping my toes into PC gaming and I don't think I'm ready to try LoL, maybe someday though. Well, I taught my father, who is in his mid-50s, to play League of Legends. And now he plays it from his office at night. And I am so incredibly proud of him. One of the greatest achievements of my life. Does he rage? Yeah, he rages. And it's adorable. Actually, no, I'm gonna go here. I would clip this, but I'm worried if he ever finds out. Sometimes my parents watch my stream, so he could hear that all by himself already. But I know that he likes to joke about it with me on occasion. I don't think that it's, you know, an issue for him. I am not, you know, young enough to be like, oh my god, I can't talk about my parents or like my parents because, you know, so uncool. I don't mind it. The job of chap says Clibbit sent it to him, no need to worry about it being found out if you're the one cause for the leak. Willie knows my father. They played together before, so he definitely could reach him, that's for sure. McEnroe, you are a disappointment. How dare you. Arrows. Unfortunate. Every once in a while, when I am streaming, sometimes my mother sends me a WhatsApp message with a screenshot. I'm watching your stream! So, yeah, I need to always be conscious. I cannot shit talk my moms. Not that I would, actually. They're both lovely people. And I've always had a lot of appreciation for my father because he's never looked down on me playing video games or anything like that. Rather, he always says that running the team teaches good leadership skills, good social skills, and he's done a lot of research into how playing video games in a certain basis can actually increase one's intelligence. So that is good modern parenting, if anything. Besides, I never put that many hours on League on the regular. I had a schedule that I planned, and I stuck to it. Okay, Zodiac War. Do we need more of this? No, we already have two. Major. Major, goodbye. Nightlock mastered. Okay. Larissa. You're fast, but we have enough Vieras so far. Oh no, the chat is dead. The chat is not dead. I don't think I need magic cotton. Willie says that definitely is something to be grateful about. Tazif says that's good advice and a solid approach to a child's passion, research, and understanding before saying it's good or bad. That is true. Also, I've always been a level-headed individual who takes care of their duties, so I don't think there ever needed to be too much worry applied onto me. Okay, Bubbles, go bake bread. Dunham says we are still alive, and Tausif says we remain living. Still alive. We have the Chocobo quest line here. Okay. We already did Mirage Tower. Oh, another metal hunt. Let's see if we send Rosalie out for that one. Okay, and then we have Ritz, who needs a new blade. I think she doesn't have checkmate yet. No. Okay. That's good. Now, which one of you... Was it Ule River? Yes. Right now, I'm trying to slowly capture locations. Okay, do we need an egg? I think we can get rid of one of the rabbit tails. Well, this might as well be going to do a shout out for the lurkers. Then. Indeed. Oh, this. Again. Oh. 23. So no healing, no status, no color magic. I'm gonna bring you in just to get you some EXP. Get the final mastery in those new abilities so we can switch the instrument. You know, guys, I've been holding different kinds of gardening tools for so many days in a row now that I feel like my fingers are kind of perpetually stuck in this semi-squeezing thing. You know, kind of like the controller hand? A little bit like that. More painful. Sase. Is that sase or sake, by the way? I'm sorry, I need to ask. What was this rigor gardenis? Perfect. Sase, okay. Sase says beer can hand. Danlunum says, I have that as well, usually when I've overdone my bracelet works a little. Oh yeah, right, Danlunum does these really cool bracelets. If you ever visit my Discord server, you should seriously check them out. He posts them on occasion in the show off gallery. 100% worth it. I hope it's worth it. You know, that was one of those guys who, you know, talks crap. That's exactly the mood there. That's how it's in my mind. Delum says, come to think of it, I haven't really posted the newer ones in a while apart from the brown one. That is true. Although I still have to maintain that the brown one still, to me, somehow looks a little bit like German flag colors. Because of the way the tinge in the picture was, the coloration in the original one. When you had better lighting, they looked clearly brown, but before that, it definitely looked kind of black, yellow, and red. But yeah, I vastly enjoy seeing that work, especially when Delunum comes up with these new cool patterns. So much fun. Okay, here we go. Obi-Wan needs a new instrument. Let's do dragon. Dang, it's still nothing. Why are we not getting to play with Gukko? I'd been like to. Gustav. It's a bit too Swedish for my tastes. Film says, I just feel a little self-conscious because I don't want to kind of hog all the limelight, I guess. It's a little stupid, I know. That's what the show off gallery is for showing off your achievements. Muglio. Ooh, you're fast. But no. Okay. I wonder how high level I need to be in order to do something like this. The chap says, I mean, it's always nice to see a craftsman at work, see it as a favor to us. Yes, I agree with that. That is the right way to look at it. Don't worry, Daniel, you're far from flooding anything. You're good, I promise. Oh no, Ezel, you're not gonna go for that. Ritz is gonna go for that. Since Ezel no longer learns anything, it's a waste. Unless I want to punish him by just doing like a mean assignment. Dylan says also regarding the German place, firstly, you know that I'm gonna send it to you now to prove you wrong, right? You already proved me wrong with the properly lit image, so you're fine. So rude. The game is making me unable to progress without grinding. Cat claws. Higgins. No! I didn't need to do that. Go away. Go away, Higgins. Away with you. Frickin' Higgins. Okay, Fur Flower is another one of those quests that it took a while for me to be able to complete. I'm gonna send Bubbles out for it, just cuz. The downside of having experts in your guild is that, well, they can't advance. They can't learn anything new. And it sucks. Nothing on Gukko. Did I have Adam and Aloe already? I don't have Adam and Aloe. How do I get Adam and Aloe? This was way out of my reach. This requires Red Mage. Eldana has to take that on. This one, I believe. Right, we're on the verge here of being able to clear it. It's the Rusty Sword that needs the broken one. Okay. Well, it is a little bit of a waiting game right now. Trying to trigger defense quests, trying to get more area controlled. And those quests just come up whenever they please. Okay, saber status healing. Healing is forbidden. Dang it, that sucks. Status is forbidden. Sabers. Are you sabers? Blades. Okay. So you can be here. You can be here. Checking your stuff real quick. Blade. Blade. Okay. I think that these are fine too. I'm gonna bring in Betty, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Just bring in Gallahan. How high level are you? 22. Okay, they also have an assassin there. I'll bring in Betty as a backup. We can always change the laws if we have to. Oh, right, status was for... No? Status is okay. Healing is... What? Status? Status. Does it... like, mean it's not in any kind of effect? How does the game handle something like this? Is status okay or is status not okay? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Or do we get both a judge point and a penalty? Place your bets, guys. We are about to find out. Delenham says, the armor in Oaken's current class always looks like he's wearing a soup pot on his head. I agree. Chap says, True Sigma male grind set from the judge there. I will award points for this move that I also outlawed. Okay, Betty will wait. Delenham says, to counter the forbidden laws, there are recommended moves that will grant the user one judge point whether the player scores a KO or not. I'm confused. But I can live with that. Basically, the recommended moves give JP even if you don't knock someone out. Yeah, I do know that. Here we go again. Get yourself, get yourself, get yourself, get yourself, get yourself, get yourself. Okay, that worked. I need to get that eyeball soon. Sometimes a simple bonk is all that is required. I hate that ability. I hate roulette. It's such a pain. Can I reach him? No, I cannot. Where's this? I think I'll leave the juggler for the others. I want to take care of this assassin now. Cannot quite reach. I think Farfist should be able to hit from here. It's kind of strange, this juggler hasn't done anything yet. Nikolai. I know someone whose brother is named Nikolai, and I tried to talk them into walking into their room and saying with Russian accent, Nikolai, my comrade. They wouldn't do it. Boring. Don't you go into that corner. I'll just go bonk style, I guess. Delenum says, can you talk them into throwing knives at random strangers? Probably not. Mostly because I wouldn't. You know, I'm far too soft to hurt anyone like that. Even secondhand. Alright, Callahan. Callahan, you deal a pathetic amount of damage considering how much I spent in leveling you up. That other vampire's gonna raise from its coughing at this rate. Sorry, I meant coffin, not coughing. I feel so tempted to make a wheezing sound now. Stay strong, Lumi, stay strong. Let's take care of this clown. Dome says Grimer would like that. A little bit of Pokemon humor here. Okay, full life mastered. That's fantastic. Okay. Betty, what else do you need to learn? Is there actually anything else? Cure, Resident life, full life, auto life, shell, protect. Basic life. Isn't that all of it? Let's see, do we have a combo one? For white mage. What's this? Dream Watcher. Oh, hey! New bow! Hold on. Angeline! I have a present for you. Dom says Pokemon puns. Me? Never. Nice aim and armor. And it also has new assassin things. Seriously, little Betty. Protect, shell, I got those. Got Asuna, got life, full life, auto life. All the curing. Yeah, I don't see anything I can teach you in terms of that anymore. Which means we are going to... Right, we need to teach you some fencer abilities first. So you're gonna have to learn just a couple fencer things in order to move on to the next level. I'm also gonna give you a chance to learn reflex, and let's do shield bearer, and then feather boots. Okay. So you're gonna do those, and then we can advance you up the ladder. I love how I make always these very elaborate plans for who's gonna get and what in terms of levels, and then I take such a long time from playing that I no longer remember them. I know that I have some plans for Eldana, for Betty, and for Melora. Will take some time though. Okay. Marty. You're fast. You're more magic inclined. That's curious. Nothing there. We need to take more battles so we can complete that one mission that Eldana is out on. Terry Wood is under attack again? No. I refuse. Steal summon skills. Denlam says maybe you could try writing it down next time. Yeah, I should. That is exactly what I should be doing. Skills hunt broadswords. I don't think I have broadswords. Need to work on Melora. And McGregor. Okay, let's go. Aim armor, that's sweet. You. I should just have a notepad right here next to my computer and write down all my stream notes. Reflex is such a great move, honestly. Missed. Curses. Jojoth. That is a name? Well, I just had my mind blown. I realized for the first time, which is kind of funny that I would only now realize it, that's... Was healing allowed? I think it is. I'm gonna say it is. So this game, originally I played from my cousin's game library. The original DS. Sorry, not DS, Game Boy Advance. And he had a save file that I got to jerk around on back then, and his soldier was called Jerome. But up until now, in my mind, because obviously I speak Finnish as my mother tongue, I used to think that it said Jerome. And that's how it always had been in my mind, up until just this moment when I read this other name with several G's in it, and it registered to me that that's how it's actually said. Relations at 10:30 p.m. with Lumi. Dylan says that's kind of fun. I think so. I just keep getting these little bits and pieces playing this game now versus having played it all those years ago. There are so many things that I used to think were said a certain way, or I just didn't understand because my English wasn't good enough yet. So many things. Like, if some of you remember when I started to play this, I told you that back then I thought that technique was said technique. Because in my mind it made perfect sense. Of course it did. There was a CH, which I had learned was a ch sound. And then there was Q. So obviously, DigiQ. Azir says, do you think that yellow slime thing is conductive to electricity or an insulator? I believe it's an insulator. It looks so rubbery. Hello Spirica, welcome to the stream, how are you? Saltmine says, 38-minute fiesta while being 25 minutes behind first game 1. Congratulations! Let's see if we can reach that ferry from here. We cannot. Let's poison this thing now. Danlum says, it also doesn't make it any easier that English is one of the most inconsistent languages when it comes to pronouncing letters a certain way. That is very much true. Let's see if I can take control of this ferry. Nope. It thinks that MacGregor's music sucks. Well, it needs to be taken down a peg for that. I wonder if that pink fairy has white wind. We'll find out now. It definitely does. It has white wind. This is new. I don't remember seeing this ability before. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is white wind. Well, let's do the stability axe again. Who's gonna take care of the phlegm, though? Come on, get poisoned, please. That's strange. Twice already and still no poison effect. You would think but it would have worked by now. Well, maybe we can take control of the plan at least. A bit better chances. Good. Okay, the fairy is so dead. I'm curious to see, what does it have? Sacrifice. Ooh, awesome. There we go. This will take care of it. Just needed to press the self-destruct button. Mithril. What the heck was that? Oh, Aldana, you poor thing. I'm so sorry. Can you hear the weird ass screaming outside? I think some people have celebrated Saturday a little bit too hard. The chamber beetles found in Osmanfield are eating my chocobo feed. The chap of chap says, not even in the slightest, and Dialum says, I can, yes. Apparently this is harder than I expected. Okay, McEnroe, you take care of it. Oh, it's rank 7 and everything. But be gone. Alright, we can start doing another round of these just to level up abilities. Malora should get their double cast ASAP. Speaker says, first minute of the weekend starts and mofos outside are already like, shots, shots, shots! Yeah, that seems about right, huh? I mean, it is truly impressive. I live in the top floor, so if they manage to get themselves hurt, they are truly loud. I mean, you have to admire such lung capacity, don't you? Okay. How many enemies? 7. Okay. Again? These both? Again? I don't want to do them again. Okay, I'll do you. Let's see, copycat haste blades. Yeah, that's not a deal I want to take. Target area, stop sabers. Not super favorable either, but I'll take it. Oh, Catchmaster. Excuse me. Ugh. Right, target area was forbidden, so all magic is out of the question. I'm just gonna fist fight my way through. Hello, Lone Shadow Jaleel. It's been a while. Hi there. Welcome, welcome. He says those were some adorable sneezes, bless you. Thanks. I'm gonna... Yeah, that jelly is gonna be annoying. How do I take care of it without... Oh yeah, right, poison. Poison exists. Well, that means that it will be taken care of by one of the VS because they're the only ones that have a poisoning ability. In the meantime... Reflex remains an awesome ability. Jalil says I usually lurk, but I'm usually here when you stream when I can. That is deeply appreciated. It's great to have you here. Zero chance. Thank you, Ribbon. That is a gross ability. It just vomits like a bubble of stuff. Okay, now let's try to poison this flan before it gets more problematic. Actually. I can doom it, right? Aha! It's only a matter of time. I think one of the idiots just threw up. Yeah, that seems about right. That seems about right. I hope it rains tonight, so that it washes away the vomit out of sight. I mean, I've never really been drunk, so I don't quite understand the concept, and I have to say, I don't know if I'm very concerned or have a certain degree of respect for the people who are capable of just keeping going even after they vomit. I don't understand it. Not even a little bit. Okay, that would deal damage. That's good to know. Alright, but for now I'm gonna keep using double chop. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's an insane ability to rally, you know? Downham suggests maybe a little bit both. Chap says, you just got more room for alcohol, might as well keep going. And Jalil says, I mean, why keep in what your stomach wants to get out? Yep. And Spear Guy is having a language aneurysm. No, we're talking alcohol puking. By the sound of it, those people are so loud that I'm pretty sure that they have a couple of promils at least. This is actually a really handy ability. And it missed. Of course it did. Of course it did. Now let's take care of the snake lady. I'm just gonna break the turn. Elecanting. He's gonna heal himself. No? Okay. MC hit him so hard that the game graphics suffered. Okay, let's try this again. Now you can see Doom taking effect. Come on, it's your turn. There we go. Dead. Okay, another ninja gear. Cox. Nope, not walking into that joke. This is a classy stream. Okay, let's see. Same quest still. Plus Metal Hunt, might as well take it. Can I, let's see. Why am I wet? Wait, this one. Let's see if Aldana has any chance. Maybe 15 enemies. Not worth it. Speaker says, man, this pub sucks if you're the only patron in it. Maybe. Study ceiling color magic. I don't want to go to Materia Wood. Materia Wood sucks. In terms of the defense fighting field, it's one of the most annoying. Because you have to take so many turns just to reach the enemies. Books. Encyclopedia. Where'd you go? We're gonna enjoy some education. Magic film. I don't think I have. Yeah, right. Okay, there's the ruin survey again. And where I can go. Just gonna send up kindness for this one. They can keep leveling up their magic like that. Alright. How many enemies? I think it's 3. Four. Okay. I guess I'll just go and defend material wood. Skills, hunt, bow, swords, sure. Okay, so Ocon has 10 and the MC has 10. I'm just gonna do it like this. Oops, like that. This. Let's go! There we go. Done. Thank frick. Danum says Lumi just brought a nuke to a gunplay. Yes, I did. And I'm not even sorry. Alright. Ooh, you're fast. I'll think about you. Okay. What do we have now? Amber Veil. Rank 7. Ooh, that's tough. Okay, it looks like we should be able to complete it. Okay. Oh, she's not even trying to complete anything right now. I think I'm gonna send Angeline, actually. 7 enemies. Not too bad. What else? Pure flower, diamond, okay, same stuff. Do I not have new stuff for you? Just got that. Magic power, double cast. Guess it's almost time then to change her job. Elemental shift, right? Already. That. Looks like it is time to change job. let's check back on Elementalist. See if there's anything new. He has these, that. There probably isn't, but I'm still gonna just run through this real quick. That is the elemental shift. We already have that. I'm pretty sure anyway. Yes. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna make Eldaina summoner at least for now then. I prefer my summoners fast, but it will work for starters. Let's see. So Shiva is not complete and half MP is learned. So we're just gonna continue with Shiva. Do we have any other abilities that we can teach you? Still have MP1. Just give you the silver coat. Throne of Caring Unicorn Shiva. There you go. And we do the Angel Ring. And then we give you your feather boots. Okay. So now Eldaina is learning something. Right, I changed the MC's job for the final fight. I don't think we have any new abilities to teach, but I'm gonna check anyway. Just on the off chance that I missed something or some new sword rolled in from a quest. Okay. I think I'm gonna let the MC stay this way for now. Okay, Ocon has learned a bunch of stuff. I'm actually gonna have to check real quick which ones he already has. So he has Speed Down, Blitz, Airrender, Farfist, and Rush. So now we'll give you Backdraft and Air Blast. Okay. Actually, does the MC have Air Blast? Yeah, they do. Okay. Betty is halfway there, on her way. I can roll almost as Meteor. Purpose doesn't learn anything ever. Oh, right, almost forgot. Something very, 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 very important. This. Let's do red magic so I can do double cast. Alright. Then, okay, so Ule River is one. Right, it was Road of Volcano. Alright, let's take of Ule first. Check the laws, instruments, morph, and holy. Gotta watch that holy a bit. Okay, putting out Dana, putting the MC, putting an Ocon, let's go. It's better to have fewer characters as long as they, you know, are effective. It's more important. him down. I'm just gonna combo this guy. More guaranteed kill. Besides, I wanted to level up quick. Hey Cooper, do you have a revival? You look like you do. Oh, you don't. Must be a disappointment for your mother. Okay, double cast. Shiva. And yes. I love doing double casts with Summoner, so this is kind of the thing that I've been waiting for. Oh yeah, right. Cooper cannot heal anyone because holy is forbidden. He will go to jail. And Cooper does not want to go to jail, does he? Okay, Shiva mastered. Delnum says he'd rather die than go to jail. Okay, let's see. There is remove. Okay, where's the other one? Right. But they're okay now. Copycat faced blades. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, since copycats and blades are forbidden, I'm gonna just lean onto the skills themselves. Vilnum says, would you play another Final Fantasy game after this be of interest? Would playing another Final Fantasy game after this be of interest to you on stream, I mean? Possibly. I guess it kind of depends on which game. Oh, right, Airrender I cannot do because the other guy used it. That red bomb is probably gonna self-destruct next turn, which is why I didn't kill it now. Yep, here it goes. Boom. Did you have some specific game in mind, Ben? Joseph says, would the upcoming Epic game interest you? There is another one coming out? I know that I have a certain degree of interest for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I am waiting for it to be available in some other place than, well, you know, I want it to be on Steam. Let's put it that way. Ocon is getting grilled again. Guy. But yeah, you're gonna have to tell me a little bit more about this upcoming game. Azeri says, shout out to the lurkers like myself. Shout out to you, Azeri. Oh, yes. Let's move out of the way so Aldana has room to work. Do double cast, and then we're gonna do 2 Shivas here. One for you, and one for you. Dylanum says, I'll always have a soft spot for Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings. It was released for DS and PS2 and is less a turn-based game and more of having to manage your characters as well as summoned espers in realish time. I don't know if I actually have that. I know I have one DS game that resembles Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, but I just never had time to fully play it. When I was in the United States many years ago, I bought quite a few games from a secondhand store for really cheap. Tezif says, shout out to all the fellow lurkers, you're all appreciated. As you should be. Okay, 4 fished. Sassy says thank you. Now Tazif can say you're welcome and then I will read that too. Okay, let's wait. Just blizzard this guy. Dylan says I have a ROM file for it if you're interested in it. Maybe. I'll have to think about it. Okay, we've been good boys and girls. Oh, come on, Angeline, you promised you had it. I'm so disappointed. You were jumping up and down and everything. Ditty planes. 10 enemies. Let's help play knife, I don't have to. Let's see, rank 6. Callahan, you do it. And our side quest continues. So right, Lay River is fine. Make sure the moment. Clan Turf. Okay, nothing is being contested right now. day for those. Okay, Ritz got Reflex and Shield Bearer. I think I have an encyclopedia here. Yes, I do. Goodwin. Also very fast. But we already got Rafi. Let's see what Azel thinks. No, nothing here I need. Okay, so I need to get 10 enemies dead. Let's check here now. Okay, still nothing new. I'm just trying to trigger an event of some kind. By walking around. Okay, we can fight these guys. Or not. Cowards. Okay, these guys will do. And we'll fight them in Jack Dorsa. I'm just gonna say first. Just in case. Always be prepared, just in case. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with here. 5 guys. Those in the mid-20s. Okay. Go. The good part fighting in these kinds of places is that you don't need to worry about walls, you just fight. Of course, the one thing you do need to worry about is dying. Because if you die here, you die permanently. If one of your characters dies, you won't be getting them back. Hence, I am taking some precautions. And I'm trying to get rid of this disc thrower to avoid any bigger issues. How dare you? I'm just gonna combo them. I don't even care. Oh, that card earned EXP. Die. Now, where was I? Oh yes, killing the disc thrower. Let's show you guys Ramu. It's pretty cool. Look at that. But there it says eviscerated. Indeed. Chocobo Rush. Chocolate. I hate time mages. Such a pain. Well, it's a good thing that they're trying to stop the time of the two characters that are wearing ribbons, so... Just sitting in place my reassurance policy. Okay. Is there another one here? Yes, right. Let's get rid of the juggler first. Their status ailments can be a little bit tricky, so... I'm gonna give him my attention. Besides, Elcon can take care of one stupid time mage. Acid. Well, these guys wandered into the wrong neighborhood, that's for sure. Did you just throw something at me? Repent. Okay, can I reach? I can't. Nope. Not close enough. Waiting. Come over here. Coward. I mean, he's playing the smart. I'll give him that. Can't really fault the guy for not wanting to die. Well, one of these things hits. There we go. Now a celebratory firework display. Mithril shot. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This will take a moment. Pardon me. Sniper combo. We can get the combo. Sweet. Okay, that's great. Okay, what do you have here? Okay, we're over halfway through, so we're just gonna finish that and then do the other one. Also, excuse my silly car noises. I'm trying to be entertaining while you have to wait for me to go through the entire list. Okay, chocobo stuff. It can go and bake bread. Then who's good at skinning stuff? Nowhere can go and skin things. Delnum says you're entertaining, don't worry. Thank you. Chocobo help. Magnus and good old Caesar out for this one. And for Metal Hunt, we will do Hackworker. And then we will head for Gotcha Band. At least we'll try. We're probably not gonna make it, but we'll try. No such luck, unfortunately. Newman. We get faster, boys. Give me something. Copycat haste blades. Should be able to do that. Let's see. Copycat haste and blades means magic. That's fine. Dana, you're good. I can take an archer. Technically, I could also just use... Yeah, okay. Let's just use the skills for extra damage. Betty will come along. And, I'll just bring a Rosaline for the heck of it. Me. Okay, so I'm using air render this turn. Which means that now I will have to use Far Fist. I think I'm gonna have to wait this turn. Oh. What's the fastest way of getting through this? Probably if I can trick the monsters to do physical attack and I can get blade damage in without being subject to wall problems. That would be best. But it will take damage too if I do this. Ah. She can take one. For the team, you know? Totally worth it. Ramuman. It's gonna do nothing. Taranis is probably gonna do Sandstorm. Something along those lines. Okay, we need to get Betty out of there. Let's see. And now there are hunkers. Fantastic. And now there are angry people. Okay, and now I will use again Air Render. And now I will use Air Blast. I'm gonna see if I can get her. The odds are low, but if I can stop her from healing, it would be nice. Nope. Okay. Now she's gonna run away and do White Wind. Well, at least the AI is predictable. Oh, this is not ideal. Well, on a bright side, these guys are perfectly lined up. With some summoner action. Apparently this fairy is just flat out untargetable. Come on, go down, please. Thank you. I remember back in the day when I was playing this as a kid, I was so fascinated by the fairies in this game. I wanted to capture one so badly, and then I learned only much later that that is not possible. I was so sad. Under next breath. Let's do this. Since that doesn't use a blade, it shouldn't be an issue. Perfect. And now all we need is one good air render, and we can get out of here. Hit it, Ocon. Nicely done. Okay, that should be enough. Better blow. Oops, don't need that. Nice, Callahan. Well done. No, Dueler is too slow. Another pair of red boots. I like that. Hardy is hardly material fit for us. I'm on fire! And Juris is juristically no good. So stupid. Alright, where were we? Okay, so Eisenfield. 3 enemies. Anyone should be able to take this. I'm gonna send Loki. Okay, let's see. So Betty completed that one ability. So I can change her job now. Kazif says, are there any games any of you are looking forward to this year? I don't know if it's come out yet, but it's something that I've at least kind of had my eye on. There is this new Harry Potter game that is coming out at some point, and I am at least a little bit interested in it. I mean, who doesn't want to have their own Hogwarts adventure? I mean, I think every kid dreamt of that at one point or another. Wouldn't you say? So that's at least something that I have some curiosity for. Delia Dunes. See if I can get around. Do you mean Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, I do. As it says, the one where you become your own wizard or witch and go on an adventure. Yes. Chaka. Chaka is fast. The Chap of Chaps says, would you consider streaming it? Yeah, probably. I mean, I think it's the kind of a game that you guys might enjoy watching, yeah? It kind of depends on how early on I get it and if that works. well on such a format. Then Lunum says, I don't really keep an eye on any games that are released. I'm usually just the type to discover a game and then play it no matter when it came out or if it's early access. That being said, I'm very interested in how Grounded progresses as a game. I've actually never heard of Grounded. Color magic, damage, animal, steal. Okay. We are good to go. Block arrows. Of course it's block arrows. Okay, we're gonna change direction now. And we'll go here. Oh, you guys would like to have me stream it then? I'll put that behind my ear. We'll have to see how expensive it is. Delnum says you have it on your wishlist. I do? I put a lot of games on my wishlist and at least some of them are just there because I think they might be good gifts. Oops, that guy has strike back. Let's do backdraft. Grounded is an awesome game, says Tausov. The Chap of Chap says the big question is what house and why is it the objectively best house? Hufflepuff. I am actually very much a Ravenclaw myself, so that's probably where I would go in the game as well. I think that good piece of proof about why Ravenclaw is the right place for me is, for instance, the fact— oh wait, color magic is forbidden. Almost made a mistake, but then I didn't. Okay, so I can't hit these two at the same time. I'll go for this guy then. So what was I saying? Right, a good example of why I am definitely a Ravenclaw is, for instance, that a couple of days ago I was working in the garden and I had a teeny tiny break for myself. And I was looking at some of the flowers and I thought, well, I kind of have to start picking some of these dying flowers away so that new ones will arise in their place. And then I thought, what a shame that these flowers won't have any use now. It would be nice to just, you know, make something out of them. And I thought, a couple of years ago when I was trying to make, or when I made, successfully I might add, lavender oil, I was thinking of maybe adding a violet smell into them, and it turned out that it was a little bit hard to do because they actually let out pigment. So instead I decided to take all of these super dark purple violets and crush them in a mortar. And then I got some really old white fabric and I made a dyeing test. And turns out it works. Today those fabric pieces got washed and only some blue remained behind instead of purple. But it looks like it could work if you don't machine wash them, because these were machine washed, just to test what the absolute limit is. So I like doing experiments. I get curious about something, I have to find the answer, and then I will just go for it. It's kind of a habit of mine. I was going to, and I will probably write about it at some point in my journal in the Borealis house and add some pictures to boot. Delnum says about Grounded, it's a survival game in which you play one of 4 possible teenagers who are one day woken up by this and discovered that they have shrunk down to size. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have actually taken a look at that and I'm thinking about getting it this right. Atosif says, wow, sometimes when I hear what Lumi does, I think she's actually a witch in the woods who makes potions, videos, and streams. Well, I do have an herb garden, and I grow things like medicinal herbs overall there, actually. That's kind of my thing. And ever since I was a little girl, I studied medicine and natural medicine from my grandfather's books. So it's one of those things that I've had a lifelong interest for, and I've supplemented that information now as an adult by buying new books that combine science and traditional knowledge. It's really fascinating, seriously. Delenum says you're saying that she isn't now a witch in the woods who makes potions, videos, and streams. That is a role that I can happily absorb. You guys should see my apartment. I have plants everywhere. Now let's get this sniper combo going. Woohoo! I wonder if with that we get one step closer to completing everything. Okay, Joseph says, actually, Lumi, have you seen the game Potion Craft? Sounds like you'd enjoy it. I think I might have. I know that there is one game that a friend of mine recommended to me. At least as a possibility. But I don't know if it was that specifically. Do I have lights on? Okay, that works. But you can definitely link it to me in the Borealis house, and I will be very happy to take a look. Okay, Betty is definitely Betty. What do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think those were all the ones that we mastered. No missions on the list right now. Aziri says, what kinds of plans, I wonder. Gosh. I can say their names in my language, at least. Not 100% that I know them all in English, but if you want, I can definitely say them in my language. If that is not a complete waste of time for you. I think I'm gonna give her one magic cloth. And what else do we get? Regular basis. Lemon type gives defense. Okay, let's go. Come on, Eldana, you got this. But yeah, I can say the names of the clans in Finnish if you want. Spirit says, if we're talking about chem building games, I would give Space Chem and Opus Magnum a suggestion. And then Danielman says, oh, by the way, the biology station my father works at for a day in the week has a day of the open garden gate, which is basically an open day, but mostly for the garden facilities, meaning they open for the public to come and take a stroll and also buy some smaller plants if you want. I'm really looking forward to it. I am so jealous right now. I think I am, or rather, I'm very lucky that I am not driving my father specifically crazy because I keep my garden in a small patch of his yard because he doesn't need the whole garden anymore. And when I was growing some herbal rosemaries, some random plant had managed to weasel its way into the seed bag. And we had no clue what it was, but I insisted that I wanted to grow it and figure it out because if I can't have the answer, I can't sleep. So now I know what it was. It's some sort of Neneththi named plant. That is a very lovely offer, Diamondum, but I don't know how to take plants on a plane, unfortunately. They don't usually let you do that stuff. Which sucks. People are evil. Luan. So Luan. Okay, Materia Wood is under attack again. Joseph says, Potion Craft is essentially a potion shop simulator. You grow herbs, you make potions with specific purpose, healing, mana, poison, and then you sell them. That's as much as I know about the game. I mean, it doesn't sound uninteresting, definitely. Sorry, that's very, very loud, and I do believe it to be a helicopter. Or a small plane. Spirka says, yeah, the whole flying abroad isn't an attractive prospect right now. Yeah, well, it's not as bad as it used to be, especially for the summer. The corona situation is currently not the worst where I live, for instance. But yeah, I do fully get what you're saying. You know what? Let's go with just Okon. But yeah, in Finnish I have puulilia, rönsylilia, onnenbambu, which is a type of bamboo, obviously. I've got kirjovehka, I think it's called. Hold on, I'm checking the rules real quick. Holy copycat haste. And then I got some plant babies. Then on my balcony I have a strawberry. In the kitchen I have a basil and a peppermint. And I intend to add some other basic herbs like chives, melissa, and what's the other one called in English? Parsley, maybe? Because I love cooking. Someone says about the potion craft game, also the people who come to you to buy potions are sometimes very unambiguously not good. Like, I want to rob my neighbor, but I'm afraid he will see me. Can you sell me something that makes me invisible? Do I have a choice to not sell to someone who is morally ambiguous like that? This is good, now the computer can just kill itself. On Okon. In the yard, the things that I have are jättiläistulikukka and iso punahattu. Both are herbal medicines. I've been growing them for 3 years because some of them don't flower right away, and in the latter I need to get to its roots basically to use those. Then I grow herbal rosemary, I grow 2 different types of lavender, and once the season starts to turn to late summer, I'm also going to collect some things like raspberry leaves and other medicinal wild herbs to dry and use both as spices and medicine. I really like studying the chemistry related to it. Do you have some foxglove? I know the name foxglove as a plant name. I know its history in English, but I don't know what it is in Finnish, unfortunately. I am inclined to say that I don't. But I do know that in the history it's assumed that foxglove used to be called folksglove, as in fairies glove, you know, the little folks, and just got eventually kind of mutated into fox because it's shorter, easier, and it sounds similar. And I'm guessing also has less religiously difficult subject matter. Hashtag Christianity. Its Latin name is digitalis. That's pretty cool. Let's kill the healer first. I think that's more important. Dunlum says the German word for it is finger hut, which stems from about the same description. Sometimes when I read literature about medicine and, you know, whatever, it can get a little bit convoluted with different languages that I mix into it, and sometimes that information doesn't connect unless I put clear effort into that. Again, Rhoda Volcano, come on. Yeah. Guess we're going to Rhoda. Let's see, Berserk target area, stop. What's with my team failing everything now? Could it beasts? Joseph says, how many languages do you read, Lumi? You know English and Finnish. Is there anything else? Yes. I am fully fluent in English and Finnish. But in addition, I speak Japanese, Swedish. I can also read Norwegian and Danish, because the languages are pretty similar to Swedish, but I wouldn't say that I can speak Danish or understand spoken Danish. That's a little bit too different. Stop Saber status. And then I speak a little bit of Spanish, a tiny bit, a tiny bit of German and Italian. and then I've learned some East European languages for quick visits, which means that I've probably forgotten most of it. But yeah, I'm guessing that foxglove actually doesn't grow as far up north where I am. It's pretty far up here after all. Tasif says, I know French from school, Arabic, Bengali, my native language, and English. That's pretty cool. I've actually wanted to learn a little bit of Arabic at some point. I'm guessing Bengali is an Asian language. I'm supposing it's like, you know, Bengal tiger comes to my mind. I might sound like a complete idiot now. Again, some country names in my language might not match the ones in English, so sometimes it gets confusing. It's an Indian language, right? Makes sense. But yeah, like Willie said, that's an impressive repertoire of languages. Respect. How did you learn Arabic? Honestly, my initial assumption since I read the first languages that you learned French at school and then Arabic was that you lived somewhere in North Africa. But yeah, usually if someone asks me just number how many languages do you speak, I say 4. Because in those I am comfortable enough to get by. Tosif says, yeah, it's Asian, it's different to Indian. In India they speak Punjabi and Urdu. Bengali is different to that. Yeah, I know about at least the Urdu language. Is there some specific area where Bengali is spoken? Like, where is it that you're originally from to have learned that as your mother tongue? Tazif says, I learned Arabic privately to read Quran as I grew up in a Muslim family. Ah, I see. When I was younger, we had this class that was voluntary to take. And it was basically about international relations and things like that. And we had this one Arab woman come in one day and teach us a little bit of Arabic and about the writing system and stuff like that. But it's been such a long time, I barely remember anything about it anymore. Chap says, excuse my ignorance, but isn't Bengali also an Indo-European language? I always assumed it was sort of similar to Punjabi and the other non-Dravidian Indian languages. How different are they? I think there might be a language related to that. Tausif says, Bengali is spoken in Bangladesh, which is east of Pakistan. It's a pretty contested area, huh? Saltman says, win, loss, win. Well, that's a high note to end on, right? Good job. Oh, how cute. They both love me. The monsters, that is. Languages are absolutely brilliant. I learned some Polish when I went to Poland for my friend's wedding, but now I only remember a few things, like your basic thanks and things like that. I know one sentence that I learned so that I could ask my friends to hug me. And it goes like this. Przytul mnie, proszę. Hug me, please. Okon can take that damage, that's fine. Soldman says, got pissed that how much Morda I had to face, so picked Darius and ran the Morda back to base. But yeah, learning languages is such a great thing, and I cannot be happy enough to have learned some of them, and I definitely want to keep learning more still. Spurga says, it's not the best, but considering I've had an entire life to learn Polish and I'm still not fluent, I don't blame you. Soldman says, I learned Polish while playing CS, but not gonna start speaking it here. Yeah, I just learned some very basic Polish phrases so that I could, you know, at least show that I made some kind of an effort for my friends. Let's see. How many enemies left? 6 more. Tazif says the hardest language I've tried to learn was Mandarin Chinese. My friend's father is a Chinese man, and he taught me a little bit of Chinese when I was visiting them. Status healing color magic. I actually had a relatively easy time imitating the sounds once I could actually be there in person and hear the way that his throat worked the sounds. It was actually really fun and rewarding. I enjoyed it vastly. Chap says, fair enough, I have a passing interest in Indian history, but I am far from an expert, so I just assumed it was similar, but not mutually understandable. But it is interesting. Thank you for clearing it up. Oh, right. Tausif explained about it before, and I missed that message. So Tausif said, I'm unaware of its Indo-European... if it's Indo-European, it does have its connection to Punjabi, but that's with mainly the northern dialect. I speak mainly the southern dialect, as that's what my father speaks and where he grew up. He's actually fluent in Punjabi and Urdu as well as Bengali. I'll ask him if there are similarities, as I don't speak those two that well. I really like this conversation we're having going on today. So many interesting details. But yeah, I think that the Polish K word is a part of the League of Legends language by now. For me personally, as a Finnish person, it is a very funny word because it resembles our word for an ear very closely. Jep says, I am myself rather boring. I speak English fluently and barely understandable Swedish and German. Spirka says, the thing is, all Germanic, Roman, Arabic, Indo-Aryan, Celtic and Slavic languages are Indo-European. And then Tausif continues to chop. In all fairness, Bangladesh only became independent in the 1970s after a war in Pakistan, which only recently became independent from India at that time. Delnum says, wait, interesting conversations? I thought we were just simping for an ego. Yeah, I mean, isn't that why all of you are here? Hello, Semtex, welcome to the stream. Spirit says the only three Indo-European languages that are not Indo-European are Basque, Finnish, and Hungarian. That is true, but you forgot Estonian. So that's why that guy lived. You're here for relaxing ASMR voice. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. Okay, so we need to use fighter tech here by the looks of it. Yeah, the chap of chaps added the Finno-Hungarian languages. Although I think it's Finno-Uralic languages? And of course the Sami languages. There are 3 currently in existence that are spoken in Finland. Yes, the Finno-Ugric languages in English. Blech. Once again, some of the things that I've studied thoroughly in my own language, but lack some vocabulary for in English. And then the chap adds, and there are also a lot of Turkish languages in the steppe and the Caucasus too. That sounds about right. As a Finn, I of course currently have to boycott the Turkish government though, so boo Turkish president. President is the only thing I can say. Boo. Joseph says, a friend of mine spoke Lithuanian. I know Lithuania is Eastern Europe. Does the language fall anywhere else? I don't think so. It's under Latvia or south of Latvia. I used to be able to sing this one Latvian song that a friend of mine wanted me to learn, but I had no idea what I was saying. None. Delm says, not just as a Finn, also as a decent human being, you'd have to do that. Yeah. Joseph says, yes, the Turkish president isn't a great guy. In politics we learned about some of his unsavory actions in the past. Well, unfortunately, quite a few people have those. Some text says, do you study language, Lumi? Yeah, for just my own pleasure and entertainment. Basically, we were talking about different languages I speak for relatively decently, and we were just talking about languages relations and geopolitics and things like that. Chap says also, hush Lumi, they don't let us into NATO if we are mean to him. Yes, it's all up to me. If the Turkish president hears that I've spoken badly of him, he is going to be pissed. And I personally will have ruined any chance of Sweden and Finland getting into NATO. I mean, I don't know if under such circumstance I should be just dazzled by the power I have globally speaking, or just saying that this is too much responsibility. Semtex said, how have Finnish people been dealing with the Russian threat? Well, the thing is that Finnish people have kind of been under Russian threat as long as I've been alive. So I wouldn't say that it's essentially changed anything about our lives, if I'm totally honest with you. That was fast. Okay. Well, she has, once again, all the abilities I can teach her. Who learned another ability? Was it Okon? Yeah, it was Okon. Do I have anything else to teach him? I don't think I do. Semtex says you guys have mandatory army training, right? As well, or you can choose something else. Yeah, if you are a man in Finland, you will serve either in the military or as a civilian, which means that you will work in a library or some other public service. That is how it works. Tazif says, here comes Finnish representative Lumi, here to apologize to all of NATO for her words against the Turkish president. That is perfect. If I'm actually honest with you, my dream used to be becoming a peace negotiator. That was basically at one point what I wanted to do with my life. A part of me still kind of leans to that direction, but at the same time I'm just kind of... I realized that I probably wouldn't have the patience in the end for people's petty BS when it comes down to human lives. And, yeah. But one of our previous presidents, Martti Ahtisaari, won the Nobel Prize, for example, for his work as a peace negotiator. And I have mad respect for that man, or for that skills and broadswords. How dare you run away from me? Hunt broadswords techniques. Joseph says, I mean, you, Finland, beat them once before, and they had a huge force back then. I imagine they could do it again if nukes don't get involved, hopefully. Well, I wouldn't say that we beat them. I think that that's a little bit incorrect. I like to think that we beat them, but strictly speaking, we didn't beat them, but we held our independence, so we did prevent them from getting what they wanted. But the war wasn't won, per se. And broadswords techniques. But yeah, when it comes to achieving our goal and stopping them from getting theirs, yes, we did beat them in that regard. That is true. Semtex says the Finnish did what the Ukrainians are doing right now, basically. I guess there is certain similarity there, yeah. Which I think has a big part to play in why Finnish people feel so much sympathy towards them as well. The chap says, I mean, you sort of did. The Soviet war goals were clearly a Soviet-Finnish republic by the Finns, but the Finns didn't really win either, as they had to give up roughly 11% of the country. Yeah, that's pretty much what I mean. Like, we won in terms of rejecting their goal, but it's not quite that simple. Tazif says, well then, it has been very enjoyable time here, but I'm off to eat dinner. If you're still streaming when I come back, I'll happily join, but if I can't, have a good stream everyone, and thank you for the good time. Thank you for being here, it's been really good to have you, and we'll be streaming still for a little bit, so maybe you'll catch us again. Color magic was allowed, yes? Spirka says, good god, I hope not. I know Finland made territorial concessions to the Soviet after the Winter War. I wouldn't want the same with Ukraine. Yeah, that is true. Personally, I think that that's the direction that the current situation is headed to. That there will be some kind of territorial transfer. I hope that it's not gonna be much though, but in symbolic sense. Russia does have a history of needing to save face, you know? So it might be very hard to negotiate peace without some small concession there. Semtex says, the longer it goes on, the weaker Russia gets. In a way that is also true, but the longer it goes on, the harder it will be to hold the international attention and support for Ukraine, and they are 100% dependent on it when it comes to their chances of getting out of this with a win. Yeah, Semtex. It's a really painful situation in every way. Semtex says Poland won't forget though. I hope that nobody forgets this. I mean, ultimately it just comes down to the fact that the Russian government is corrupted and untrustworthy. That is sadly something that cannot be ignored or debated, and West has done that a lot in the past years. You know, tried to kind of tell themselves pretty stories about how it's all better and it's no longer as bad as it used to be, but unfortunately we're not quite there yet. Russia is still gonna need a generation or two in order to have a chance of achieving that kind of existence where neighboring countries can trust them, and hopefully they will head to that direction. Chap of Chess says that might sadly enough be the way it ends, as the war has sadly enough slowed down to a crawl, which is the kind of war that favors the Russians. However, what with the supply issues they are facing, might it very much end, as they are quickly running out of manpower. They just recently raised the service age to 40 for instance. Well, at least in terms of France, the elections didn't end too badly, so I'm not too upset with the current situation in France. At least based off of that. The Jap says it comes down to gas. The Russian budget is very heavily dependent on European gas monopoly, and they just recently found a large amount of natural gas in Crimea and Donbass. And then just for some reason they invaded. Yeah. Well, we can hope that we manage to get rid of the gas and find alternatives that are, one, greener, and two, give us more political freedom. Guess I'll have to shock him. But yeah, it's a little bit of a situation where both countries are kind of stuck, and one of them cannot give an inch because it's their life, and the other one cannot give an inch because it's their pride and image. I don't think it's unclear which one is correct in this, but it can still be tricky. Some people value their image more than they value a human life, or thousands of human lives. Especially when you're an old man who's probably sick, both mentally and physically, and is thinking about his legacy way too hard. But yes, Birger is right. The good news is that the war has given a pretty good reason for Europe to phase out oil and gas for extremely obvious reasons. Yeah, who knows, maybe it will have a positive impact on the planet as a whole, even if it has had a very devastating impact on the Ukrainian people. It's definitely not worth it, but I tend to always search for at least the resemblance of a silver line. Hey, we got Jagd Ali. But yeah, if we are honest and objective here, it is not too different from what the US did in Middle East. Sadly. Politically speaking, that is. Okay, do we have any territory under attack? Nope. Wonderful, that's the way I like it. Can I trick them in? Oh, they don't move at all. Okay, copycat haste blades. Let's go. Spirit assistant, now we have freaking Boris. What? Are you telling me you're not happy with Mr. Boris Johnson and his magnificent May? Oh, fish has block arrows. Unacceptable. The Chap of Chap says that Boris has been very supportive of Ukraine. That is true. Dylanum says, Boris Johnson, the answer to the question, what would happen if you gave Trump half a brain and even worse hair? I wouldn't necessarily agree that the hair is worse. But, maybe more hair would be the word. I mean, he's not quite as bald. I mean, for his credit, I have to say that Johnson doesn't seem to have that kind of a comb over, so... Oops. What did I do? Need to check those techniques were probably forbidden. Copycat. Oh, I used copycat by accident. Right. Copycat haste plagues. Why did Germany shut down their nuclear plants? Probably because nuclear power is a little bit controversial. Especially because of, you know, the accidents. Yeah, exactly, Chap of Chaps just said it. Fear of nuclear accidents. Also, nuclear power does, you need to remember this, generate nuclear waste. And trying to store that nuclear waste is still a problem. They are thinking of trying to put it into Norway or maybe Finland or other geologically stable countries. But if you think about, for example, the situation in Ukraine right now where we have Chernobyl and stuff like that, it is now again a problem. There was big concern about radiation spreading from there and everything. So it's definitely not an easy situation to sort out. Even when there's been decades since the accident, it still causes issues like this. And yes, the Japan incident also. You can't prepare for everything. And the cost for things going wrong when you use nuclear power can be pretty high. Because it's not just an accident that you need to deal with, it's a consequence for decades. So I do understand some of the reservations there. I have them too, but I still would not prefer to trust Russia or my country's survival in that stead. I think Angeline can take it. Yeah, unfortunately, those soldiers that spent time in Chernobyl and were, as Sperger said, digging trenches into radioactive soil, they're probably going to pay for it down the line. Very painfully and slowly. But yeah, Japan is definitely not a very great place for nuclear plants. You need geologically stable ground, and you need also geopolitically stable place. You can't afford too many natural disasters overall. It's a pretty complicated topic, and you just can't predict everything. Spiritus says Kyle Hill has a lot of really informative videos on nuclear power. I'll put some videos in the Borelli's house for viewing. That's a good idea. The Chubbup Chap says, what are you saying that I tuned in on this stream and I won't get a definitive answer on nuclear power is wrong, whether nuclear power is wrong or right? That is why I came here. Well, I can definitely say that long term, unless we figure out a way to actually process or reuse the nuclear waste, I'm not on the side of nuclear power. As an alternative to some of the currently more damaging ways of producing energy, like fossil fuels, it is still better. So I would say that it can be the lesser evil, but it's not the permanent conclusion. That is my 2 cents on it. Semtex says, Lumi, our Lord and Queen, we want definitive answers, or I'm calling NATO right now. Was that definitive enough? Spirit says, it is right, just don't put idiots in charge of building and running it. Unfortunately, everyone makes mistakes, even those people who aren't idiots. So... That's a problem. If you need a definitive answer, then my answer is no. But it is a soft no. It is a current yes, but ultimately no. Double hand mustard. Beautiful. Now Okun can switch jobs. Once again. Woo! What are we going to be teaching to Okon today? I do not know. Maybe we'll keep him like this from now till we obtain some new gear. Anything new? Delenum says, also please try to keep the technology running them as up to date as possible and don't try running them on tech from the 17s like they're right, like they do in many places in the US. That sounds like a good life choice. Saber status healing. Saber status healing. Delum says you could make Okon a white mage chest for fun. I don't know. But yeah, it's a complicated subject overall that doesn't have a simple yes or no answer. Ultimately, it would be best if we invested into temporary nuclear energy and then put our focus into purely renewable production, like wind, solar, preferably those, and not even, not even water, but wind and solar. Because water also has some problems when it comes to things like fish and other environmental problems. Healing status sabers, right? Yes. Spirit says, I'd rather trust a nuclear launch system run by a floppy disk than on the cloud or some server system. I absolutely 100% agree. 100% agree. I'm pretty sure that all of those things are closed servers. If they're not, I am vastly surprised. Like, that would be the height of hubris to not have a server like that being isolated 100%. Aiming to my wallet? Why? Nice. I was about to be mine. Let's freeze them and then we're gonna melt them so that they can freeze again in this cold, snowy weather. Jeb says, in more happy energy news, solar just passed coal in price per kilowatt, so we are making headways. Nice. That is really good news. Pew pew. Malta. What are you doing to my summoner? Oh, just that. Okay, go ahead. Delnum says, you can't steal from a thief, Ogun said as he brandished his cold steel, plunging it deep into the chest of the unfortunate soul who tried to lift his purse. Now that is something gorgeous. I'm making it happen now. Look at this happen. There. Cold steel. Dang, I should have voice acted it as I did it. Spirka says, what are you going to do? Stab at me? Quote from Guy Stabbed. Yep. The way to go about it is never make empty threats. Just give warnings. And when you live by that philosophy, you know, don't make empty threats, follow through with your promises. When you say something as big as, I'm going to tear out your heart, I'll enter under your ribcage, I'll pull it out, I'll burn it and scatter the ashes into several bodies of water, they tend to believe you. Which is a very, very, very useful thing. Now I'll leave you guys wondering if I would actually do it or not. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't take it so seriously. Travel aid. Please light the waypoint in the Corin. Oh, so we're doing this now. 5 enemies. Oh, right. I should kill McEnroe a new thing first. Wow, looks like I really killed the chat. Everyone's just scrolling into scary little corners. You're fine, guys. You're fine. Let's see. Frost, poison, Astra, magic powered toad. Delanum says, why would I be scared of that? That is a good question. Okay, McEnroe, go make some toads. Semtex says your voice is far too soothing to be scared. Maybe. But if you're asleep, you'll never see it coming. Jep says, you are fine, guys. That sounds exactly like something someone that tried to cut out their hearts out but wanted us to let our guard down would say. Delanum says, you would probably have the resources and abilities to do so, you just don't have any reason. That is correct. Don't move. Yes. Now we get to fight. Oh no, I'm stupid. Guys, I'm stupid. Okay, let me see. They have their stupid roulette guy. I think it's fine as long as I revive whoever I'm using. It's quite annoying. Okay. Let's go. Delum says, and you're also not bloodthirsty enough to find enjoyment in doing such a thing, so I'm more than comfortable with that threat. It's not a threat. Jap says, I don't know, people have claimed that a 5-minute chat with me is a reason for murder. Wow, that's quite, excessive. No, it is not a promise. It's actually a quote rather than anything else. When I was in upper secondary, there was this girl who was bullying my friend. And we were sitting at the cafeteria and I made this statement very calmly while eating my food, saying that if the bullying doesn't stop, and then I got rather calmly graphic, which I think is probably best that I don't repeat here. I don't know if it's okay to say stuff like that on Twitch. So yeah. And based on her face, she believed me. Quite frankly, in that moment, I believed me too. Last time I had to do something like that, I think was 6th or 5th grade? when someone was again bullying another friend of mine, and I said to him that if he keeps going at it, we're gonna take this outside. And I would punch him in the face. And I punched him in the face. But to be totally fair, he 100% deserved it. I mean, if you warn a person and you ask them to stop up to 10 times, then it's okay to make a promise. Not first, but after a while. Semtex says, I had a bully in school that used to torment me for weeks when I joined a new school. Then one day I snapped and punched him in his head and he never bullied me again. Yeah, like, violence is definitely not the answer. I don't advocate for that at all. But at some point, it's okay to say that there is gonna be a consequence for your actions if you don't stop. And that is something that I do believe. And I really hope that the roulette is not gonna hit me, because this is jagged. And it means that deaths are permanent. Get yourself... shit. Oh shoot! Oh god, I don't think I have a way to revive her! I don't think I literally have a way to revive her. I do, but I don't have anyone who can use items. Nope. Well, I know what we're gonna do. It's a little bit annoying. It's time that goes back, but I'm not gonna lose Betty, so... we're just gonna have to start from where I last saved. Which was a little while ago, admittedly. And we're probably gonna end the stream pretty soon. Because of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna have Biddy die permanently. Yeah, this game does have permadeath. When you are in these, if a character dies, it is permanent. We're just playing the alternate dimension. Yes, that is right. Okay, let me see where we're at. Okay, so this is where we are. Alright, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna be ending here for today, guys. And continuing next week, I might try to catch up to where we were on my own time, so you don't have to rewatch that bit. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this stream. And next time before we go to chat, I'm gonna remember to save. But I had so much fun during today's stream and all the conversations we had, so thank you so very much for that. Either way, for now, I am gonna head to bed because I am so tired. Thank you for your company, and I will be seeing you guys next week. Bye!